Baba,
Jai
Dinah,
Baba,
I have
Jai
a
Baba,
request for you because I am
Jai Baba.
outside. I don't have laptop and book and all that, but I have pages in the mobile that I and Mr. Prakash, we can read. But I'll request you to kindly do the presentation.
Sure, I'm happy to. I just need to know what page number we're on and
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you want me to
Thank
put it
you.
up.
Yeah, I'll tell the page number. I don't see Gangde sir is not there, so publication will take later. Maybe. I think he's still under the impression it is 8:45.
Oh,
If you
maybe.
have number of Gangre sir, please call him. Huh?
Yeah.
So page number, mm, one second, 175.
175. Okay, give me a minute.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I'll also
175.
verify.
Oops, I went too fast.
Mm. Till then, I'll have small prayer as usual.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय Beloved Baba, please be with us throughout this journey. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more and more and still yet more till we become worthy of union with you, and help us all to hold fast to Baba's daman till the very end. अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय Jai Baba, loving Jai Baba to all. I think Gangde sir missed out. Deshpande Bhav, can you please call him and tell him that it's time for the meeting?
Who did you call?
Sorry,
Who did you call to make that call to Doctor? What's his name? Sorry,
Gangde.
Gangle sir.
Gangde.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Balaraj Deshpande is there.
Okay.
I want him to make a call to Gangde sir. So if he maybe because it is still in his mind one that is our 8:45 timing. Yeah, it is 175. Right, right. So then we'll do one thing. We'll start reading. It's very important chapter actually, and I have promised all Indians that in short it will be told in Hindi too. Shall we start?
Okay, so do you want me to show it now?
Yes, dear,
Okay,
please.
I can do.
175. Yeah,
Got
part
it.
5, chapter 4. Yeah, thank you so much. It is part 5, chapter 4, the evolution of animals. The last vegetable forms, algae plants, contain finite chaitanya, finite consciousness, soul, and energy. They also contain life sparks, which are themselves made up of chaitanya, energy, and the grass essence of vegetables. These life sparks are so minute in their form that they are visible only to the eye of spiritual insight. If millions and billions of these sparks muster together, they would hardly form 1 millionth part of a pinpoint. If thousands of such millionth parts were combined, they would collectively constitute the very first gross form of life, which is called Bhanchua. This is important, Bhanchua. The very first gross form of life is called Bhanchua. Banjua has special importance as the first manifestation of gross life from the subtle. Nonetheless, even though it has emerged into the gross sphere, Banchua is hardly perceptible through scientific instruments. There follow 2 pages. Yeah, before we move forward, please excuse me. In short, I will just narrate in Hindi. वनस्पति का पहला जो रूप था वो अलवी प्लांट्स था, और जिसमें बहुत सूक्ष्म मात्रा में चैतन्य था, बहुत ही सूक्ष्म माइक्रो फॉर्म में उसकी चेतना बहुत ही सूक्ष्म, ना के बराबर चैतन्य थी। उसमें आत्मा भी था, एनर्जी भी थी, प्राण भी थे, लेकिन ये बहुत ही सूक्ष्म मात्रा में था। इसमें जीवन के क्या कहेंगे, लाइफ स्पार्क्स, जीवन चैतन्य भी था। और ये जो चैतन्य था, ये लाइफ स्पार्क्स या जीवन चेतना, उसमें चैतन्य, एनर्जी, चैतन्य, एनर्जी, प्राण, और जो वनस्पति का स्थूल सार है, उससे ये चैतन्य बना था। ये समझने की बात है कि जीव उसमें कितना था, प्राण उसमें कितना था। ये जो जीवन प्राण उसमें था, ये इतना सूक्ष्म था, इतना छोटा था, इतना माइक्रो था कि ना के बराबर इसको सादी आंखों से नहीं देखा जाता है। केवल आध्यात्मिक आंख से ही, स्पिरिचुअल इंसाइट से ही इसे देखा जा सकता है। और इस प्रकार से लाखों करोड़ों जो जीवन स्पार्क्स थे, ये इकट्ठे आए, और ये आकर के इकट्ठे सबको करके भी कर दिया जाए तो मिलियन के 1 पार्ट नहीं होगा, एकदम सुई के आग्र पर बैठेगा इतना भी नहीं होगा। इतना ये पहला जीव सूक्ष्म था, कहने की बात है। और ऐसे सूक्ष्म लाखों करोड़ों जीव इकट्ठे करेंगे, उनका भाग इकट्ठे करेंगे, तब जाके एक भंचुआ बनेगा। और भंचुआ, ध्यान रखना कि स्थूल जगत का, इसको बाबा कहते हैं बहुत खास महत्व है, क्योंकि पृथ्वी पर स्थूल जीवन, सूक्ष्म जीवन से स्थूल जीवन का प्रगटीकरण, फर्स्ट मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ द ग्रॉस लाइफ ऑन अर्थ स्टार्टेड विद भंचुआ। और ये भंचुआ भी किसी भी साइंटिफिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट से देखा नहीं जा सकता है, इतना वो सूक्ष्म है, छोटा है। We continue our English reading. There follow 2 pages of text that review the general course of evolution and name major phyla and individual species of particular interest. The discussion regularly refers to page numbers and figures from the reference source. A number of these figures in the accompanying text, clipped out from their source volume, are preserved among the papers in the Trust archives. The exposition traces the evolution of vertebrates and invertebrates, varied species of fish, and amphibians. The full text that we are summarizing here has been reproduced in Appendix 8, page number 357 to 360. But I feel we will read it later, because now we want to continue the flow of this evolution of animal, which is very interesting, and in which Baba is going to explain the vertebra, invertebra, and जो जलचर, उभयचर, स्थलचर, और इन सब एनिमल्स की निर्मिति कैसी हुई, ये बाबा आगे बताने वाले हैं। तो इसका अपेंडिक्स में ये सब कुछ है, वो हम बाद में देखेंगे। एट दिस जंक्चर द अकाउंट डिसग्रेस फ्रॉम स्टैंडर्ड साइंस to the description of an unusual species at the cusp between fish and a reptile forms, as in the description below, an illustration on the following page. Prior to the evolutionary formation of reptiles proper, there emerged a weird three headed animal, half fish and half reptile. I think I'll request Dinah to show page number 176 for this, because while I read, they can see the figure. And yeah, this is down one. Yeah, please see. This is so interesting.
Maybe I should make it smaller so we see the whole thing.
No, that's okay. Still, it's this is
Well, look,
yeah, it has to be smaller, right?
let's try it this way.
Yeah, yeah, that's fantastic now. ये कहा गया कि इस समय ये जो बाबा ने डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है, ये जो शास्त्रों में दिया है, इससे ये बहुत भिन्न है। ये बहुत असाधारण स्पेसीज जो है, जो मछली और सरकने वाले रेंगने वाले जीवों के बीच की, मछली और रेंगने वाले जीवों के, फिश एंड रेप्टाइल, द स्पेसीज बिटवीन फिश एंड रेप्टाइल, which does not go matches with the scientific description, but that is Baba has given here. It is wonderful, as in the description below and illustration on the following page. Prior to the evolutionary formation of reptiles proper, there emerged a weird three-headed animal, as we see here in the picture. There are three heads, one in the center and two to two sides, which has come out, not on the central, on the head part, but it is little down, those corners, like triangle shape, you can see those two are heads, it seems so. uh, Prior to the evolutionary formation of reptiles proper, there emerged a weird three-headed animal, half fish and half reptile. If you see, this looks like a reptile as well as like snake or all that. It looks as well as it looks like a fish also. It is the combination of both. Because when the species changes, it has the qualities of the previous species and the next species also, as we have seen in God Speaks and everywhere. This species has its own distinct importance, since it shows how some of the reptiles evolved from the fishes directly, just as reptiles evolved from amphibians. Its length, its length runs to half bat, half bird. By this time, there appeared on earth this wonderful animal. Now, this is about the next figure 177, I think. Half bat and half bird, Baba is saying, is on one page number. But let it be this. It was a huge creature, 15 feet high. It had. Okay, we'll show this figure.
Okay, the
Acha,
next one.
before, yeah, page number 177.
One
That
seven.
ostrich, like ostrich type. No, the description is about it. Half bat. Yeah, this one. See this figure. It looks like ostrich. I'm so sorry for this. It looks. It looks. I'm so sorry. It looks like a bat as well as it looks like ostrich as well.
Hello.
So
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This one is speaking.
yes, sir. Please tell.
It is it is ARCHY
Archive, huh?
आर्ची प्लेटे करके नाम है उसका आर्ची
देशपांडे भाऊ काय म्हणायचंय तुम्हाला?
मी टाइप करतो
नाही, मला असं म्हणायचंय, तुम्ही कांगडे सरांना फोन करून जॉईन व्हायला सांगितलं का?
Yes,
हो हो
yes, I joined.
Oh, very
Jai
good.
Mera
ठीक,
Baba.
ठीक. We'll continue this reading, sir. Then you can read those
या
publications. ठीक, ठीक, ठीक.
Sorry
Okay.
for late. Sorry for late.
It's okay, sir.
Baba.
Prior to the evolutionary formation of reptiles proper, there emerged a weird three-headed animal, half fish and half reptile. We have seen that figure just now. For Hindi, in Hindi, I'll tell कि रेंगने वाली जमात पूरी विकसित होने के पहले एक अजीब सा जानवर था जिसके तीन सर थे। एक सेंटर में मुख्य था, दो बाजू में थे। वो आधा मछली जैसा था और आधा रेंगने वाला जैसा था, जैसे आपने पहले फिगर में देखा कि सर्प जैसा उसका था। और ये जो स्पेसीज है इसकी अपनी एक खासियत है, महत्व है। यह बताता है कि कुछ जो रेंगने वाली जमात है, ये रेंगने वाले स्पेसिफिकली रेप्टाइल्स केम फ्रॉम इवॉल्व और से विकसित हो गए मछली से, सीधे मछली से रेंगने वाली विकसित हो गए। रेंगने वाले में फिर वो आपका सांप भी आ गया मेरे ख्याल से। द रेप्टाइल्स इवॉल्व फ्रॉम द फिशेस डायरेक्टली, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, जस्ट एज रेप्टाइल्स इवॉल्व फ्रॉम एम्फीबियंस। साथ ही में जो उभयचर प्राणी होते हैं, जो जल में भी रहते, जमीन पर रहते हैं, वो भी रेंगने वाले से ही विकसित हुए। एम्फीबियंस आल्सो इवॉल्व फ्रॉम रेप्टाइल्स। Now, its length runs to half bat, half bird. By this time, abhi half bat, half bird you are seeing on the screen. By this time, there appeared on earth this wonderful animal. It was a huge creature, 15 feet high. It had two legs like an ostrich, each 7 feet long. It had a neck 2 feet in circumference and 4 feet in length. ये जो जानवर आप देख रहे हैं स्क्रीन पर, ये आधा बैट को क्या कहते हैं? बैट मतलब वो जो रात को दिखता है ना, चमगादड़। थैंक यू जी जी, थैंक यू। तो ये आधा चमगादड़ जैसा दिख रहा है, देखो उसके पंख है ना, और बाकी वो ऑस्ट्रिच जैसा दिखता है। तो बाबा कहते हैं ये इतना अद्भुत जानवर था इस समय में जो पृथ्वी पर अवतरित हो गया है। इतना प्रचंड ये था, इतना बड़ा था। ये लंबाई में 15 फीट का था, देखो 15 फीट था। और उसके दो पैर थे, वो ऑस्ट्रिच जैसे थे। एक एक पैर जो है 7-7 फुट का था, और 15 फीट में 7 फुट उसका पैर है, तो 7.5 फुट उसका 8 फुट उसका शरीर का हाइट था। और इसको एक गर्दन थी, लेकिन गर्दन मतलब एक पाइप जैसे है, उसका सरकमफरेंस जो था, गोलाई जो उसकी थी 4 फीट, मतलब चौड़ी गर्दन थी। So I'll reread for our Western brothers and sisters. It was a huge creature, 15 feet high. It had two legs like an ostrich, each 7 feet long. It had a neck 2 feet in circumference and 4 feet in length. Its beak bent like 175 feet. 175 feet, am I right? Its central head is 6 feet in circumference, and the two central head is 6 feet. Bapre. How huge this animal must be. My God. Central head is 6 feet in circumference, and the two protruding heads. And again, it came or to further previous figure. I don't know what happened. In book also it's like that, but it will go again. Now this we have to come on page number 176. Sorry, Dinah. Again, you have to show figure 176 because Baba is describing this again. Yeah, sorry. So this is also a huge animal. सेंट्रल हेड इज 6 फीट इन circumference. हम जो ये सामने देख रहे ऊपर सफेद सा, ये 6 फीट की चौड़ाई उसके सर की थी, और बाकी जो 2 सर दोनों कोने में आपको दिख रहे त्रिकोण जैसे, ये भी सर है उसके, जैसे मछली के गिल होते हैं जैसे ये सर है। ये सर, ये एक एक सर एक एक फीट की चौड़ाई में था. इट्स सेंट्रल हेड इज 6 फीट इन circumference, and the two protruding heads on either side are 1 foot each in circumference. Those two black one which look like triangle. These side heads branch off from the central head as we see. ये मुख्य सर से अलग है. ऐसा नहीं कि रावण जैसा सर को सर नहीं लगा है. It's not like Ravan that another head is stick to first head. No, it is it is totally strange. It is different from the central head. Just like our shoulders, it has come down. Isn't it? This strange
right.
animal is 14 feet wide in the middle of its body. ये शरीर के बीच में 14 फीट चौड़ा है. 14 feet wide in middle of its body, while its reptilian hind portion or hind portion slowly tapers to a tail that is 6 feet in breadth and 10 feet long. ये जो सर्पाकृति जैसे आप इसकी पूंछ देख रहे हैं, वो 6 फीट चौड़ी और 10 फीट लंबी है. It is tell like this portion is 6 feet wide and 10 feet long. The three horrible it must be.
Yeah, no, it looks very weird.
It's so wonderful. We have, at least I never knew this. The three heads resemble that of a fish. तीनों सर उसके फिश जैसे लगते हैं. All the three heads resembles to a fish. The central head has jaws and teeth. मुख्य सर को है, जबड़ा है, दांत है, but the other two have no teeth but holes connected with gills of the central head, that is like fish. The other two heads, those black triangle type heads, which are different, cut off from the central head, those two heads do not have jaws and teeth. Only central head has jaws and teeth, but the other two heads have no teeth but have holes. Like fish have gill, no? Like that, it has holes connected with the gills of the central head. But these holes are connected with the central head. This just like fish only, but huge. All three heads are provided with only a single windpipe, and they breathe together. All the three heads are connected with single windpipe and they breathe together. तीनों सर है, एक ही विंड पाइप से जुड़े हैं और साथ में ब्रीदिंग करते हैं. Each head has a single fish-like eye. प्रत्येक सर को एक ही आंख है मछली जैसी. Each head has a single fish-like eye. It is very likely, therefore, that the third pineal eye that is so prominent in the sphenodon, ancestor of the reptile, first exhibited itself in this three-headed creature. The exposition continues with a review of reptiles and various classifications and species of mammals. For the complete original text, again see Appendix 8, page number 362, 3602, 362. But this appendix we'll see later to continue the flow of our story of evolution of animal. At this juncture, our account devotes special attention to another unusual form shown below. Now we will come to figure That is page number 177. Again, Dinah dear. Ostrich type. Yeah. Half bat, half bird. Now Baba again describes this bird. By this time, because initially it was introduction, now in detail description of each bird, each animal, sorry. By this time, there appeared on earth this wonderful animal. It was a huge creature, 15 feet high. It had two legs like an ostrich, each 7 feet long. It had a neck 2 feet in circumference and 4 feet in length. Such a huge neck. Its beak, bent like that of a vulture, ran to a foot in length, broad but tapering down at the outer end. इसकी एक चोंच भी थी जो चौड़ी भी थी और वल्चर जैसी अंकुचिता भी थी. It could both walk and fly. ये चल भी सकता था, उड़ भी सकता था. It could both walk and fly, but it ran much faster than it flew. तो जितना उड़ नहीं सकता था, इससे तेज वो चल सकता था. See the speed of his walk. That also Baba has given. It could attain a running speed of about 60 miles per hour. एक घंटे में 60 मील की दूरी ये दौड़ता था. The bat that we see today is the form that has evolved out of this half bat, half bird animal. Jai Baba. Please come in. रेडी पाहिजे जय बाबा. ये इथे बस रेडिंग चालूच आहे. सॉरी तुझा थोडा वेळ घेते. I'm sorry. The bat that we see today, चमदागढ़ जो हम आज देखते हैं, वो इसी की विकसित आवृत्ति है, जो आधा पंछी है और आधा बैट है, चमदागढ़ है, पशु है. Now, the river refers to dinosaurs and other reptiles, certain birds and primates. For the complete origin text, see Appendix 8, page number 362 to 364. इसके पश्चात रिव्यू आता है डायनासोर और रेप्टाइल्स का, जो रेंगने वाले और डायनासोर तो सभी को मालूम है. इसका रिव्यू आता है. इसका भी कंप्लीट विवरण दिया है, वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. द कंप्लीट details of this is given separately in appendix. We'll see later. After enumerating some of the higher apes, the exposition comes to the emergence of man. तो जो मुख्य एप्स थे, मंकी की एक जमात है, बंदर की एक जमात है. इसके पश्चात ये विवरण आता है मनुष्य कैसे बना. So after enumerating some of the higher apes, the exposition comes to the emergence of man. Just one sec. The most wonderful fact is that while scientists have failed until this point to formulate the correct idea about the missing link, and while the fossil record remains incomplete in this respect, the following description supplies the wanted information. How so beautiful. Dinah can come to page number 178. Yeah, because we are reading now. The most wonderful fact is that जब शास्त्रज्ञ अभी भी मनुष्य और बंदर के बीच की जो मिसिंग लिंक समझ नहीं पाए, ढूंढ नहीं पाए, उसके बारे में बाबा ने यहाँ पर विवरण दिया है. और इसका जीवाश्म का अभी तक उनको मिला नहीं, लेकिन ये जीवाश्म कहाँ मिलेंगे ये भी बाबा ने बताया है कि जावा सुमात्रा में या सेंट्रल भारत मतलब मध्य प्रदेश वगैरह में ये मिल सकते हैं. So the most wonderful fact is that while scientists have failed until this point to formulate the correct idea about the missing link, and while the fossil record remains incomplete in this respect, the following description supplies the wanted information. The missing link is similar to the gorilla, but it has a small tail like the techlees, and unlike those of other tailed apes. If I pronounce wrongly, kindly correct me, Mr. Prakash or anyone. So, ये जो मिसिंग लिंक है ये गोरिल्ला जैसी है, परंतु जय बाबा, सबको जय बाबा बोल के जाओ, आ जाओ आ जाओ, रेणुका आ जाओ, सबको जय बाबा बोल.
जय मेहर बाबा.
आप
जय बाबा. जय मेहर बाबा to everyone.
Jai Baba.
जय बाबा. जय बाबा.
She is Meher Renuka doing lot of service.
Sorry, जय बाबा.
जय बाबा.
जय बाबा.
जय बाबा. तो ये जो है मिसिंग लिंक ये गोरिल्ला जैसा है, परंतु उसकी छोटी पूंछ है और टेचली जैसे, एंड अनलाइक दोज ऑफ अदर टेल एप्स, लेकिन बाकी जो बंदर है पूंछ वाले उनके जैसा नहीं है. द मिसिंग लिंक इज सिमिलर टू द गोरिल्ला बट इट हैज अ स्मॉल टेल लाइक द टेचल्स एंड अनलाइक दोज ऑफ अदर टेल्ड एप्स. His gait of walking partly resembles the gorillas and the techlees. इसकी जो चलने की गति है वो थोड़ी बहुत गोरिल्ला जैसी है, थोड़ी बहुत techlees जैसी है. The gait of walking partly resembles the gorillas and the techlees. His mouth is like that of a chimpanzee. इसका मुख जो है चिंपांजी जैसा. So minute description Baba has given, though the scientists have not found it, there is no fossil record, but he has given such wonderful description. His mouth is like that of a chimpanzee. In short, then, he has a tail like a techlees, a face like a chimpanzee's, a figure like the gorillas, and a gait of walking that is half a gorillas and half a techlees. So it's a combination of techlees, chimpanzee, and gorilla all together. Different description, there's different aspects. Possibly fossils will be found in Java and Sumatra, or in the jungles of the central provinces of India. तो इसके जीवाश्म जो है बाबा कहते हैं ये मिसिंग लिंक के मध्य भारत के जंगल में हो सकता है, मध्य प्रदेशी, या तो जावा सुमात्रा में ये मिल सकते हैं. The Bushman. The first primitive man who came to earth belongs to one of those ancient African tribes called the Bushmen. His face resembled that of an ape and his figure and gait that of a gorilla. He had no tail and walked erect. अभी हमने देखा एक अजीब मिसिंग लिंक का नाम बाबा ने दिया नहीं, लेकिन जो कि कॉम्बिनेशन है चिचली, चिंपांजी और गोरिल्ला का. अब बुशमन बाबा बोल रहे हैं, बुशमन नाम दिया है. बुशमन ये जो पहला पूर्वज है मनुष्य का, उसका नाम बुशमन है, जो पृथ्वी पर आया. वो जो बहुत पुरातन अफ्रीकन ट्राइबल्स है, तो वो जो अफ्रीकन ट्राइब्स है उनको बुशमैन कहते हैं. ऐसी ट्राइब है अफ्रीकन में, और उसका जो चेहरा है वो एप नाम का जो बंदर है उसके जैसा है, और उसकी चाल जो है और पूरी आकृति है वो हेप्टी है, गोरिल्ला जैसा है, लेकिन उसकी पूंछ नहीं है, और वो सीधा खड़ा 2 पैरों में चलता है, 4 पर नहीं है. So I will repeat again the Bushman. The first primitive man who came to earth belongs to one of those ancient African tribes called the Bushmen. His face resembled that of an ape, and his figure and gait that of a gorilla. He had no tail and walked erect. The cannibal, आगे की जमात है, पशु है, जो कैनिबल कहा जाता है, या मानव का पहला ये कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि फर्स्ट प्रिमिटिव ऑफ मैन कहा है बाबा ने. द कैनिबल, सॉरी, द कैनिबल. Cannibalism was almost the first stage in primitive man, but we can classify the cannibal nonetheless as the stage that followed the Bushman. And now we have reached the beginning of our story of the 5 lifetimes in the careers of X, Y, and Z. तो यहाँ पर जो evolution of animal, sorry, yes, anyone want to say anything?
Yeah.
Please, please, because I can't see. Yeah, please go ahead.
Cannot edit it. Can you give me the permission? Yeah, definitely.
Shall I continue? Mr. Prakash?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I think somebody was
Okay.
trying to say something, but
Okay,
we
thank
couldn't
you,
hear.
sir.
Yeah.
So, Baba has given the description of all the evolution of animals, wonderful description, missing link, and all that. And now Baba says that we will start our story of 5 lifetimes in the careers of XYZ. This is also wonderful because if we read it, it helps us to understand the karmic bondage. It is wonderful story. Maybe we will read it further, and we will complete this page number 179. Yes, thank you, madam. Before continuing, we should say a further word about consciousness. It was the soul that gained sufficient consciousness in the visitable forms to manifest the first stage of life and movement. That same soul went on to acquire more and more consciousness of the world and its surroundings in the animal forms. Those greater evolutionary chain is headed by the Banchua and reaches its terminus with the first manifestation of human form. As the gross form evolves, consciousness evolves with it proportionately, and thus the soul in human form gains full consciousness of the world and its surroundings. In short, though the course of organic evolution, the soul's consciousness of the universe went on increasing step by step alongside the evolution of gross bodies until the process culminated in the human. तो संक्षेप में यहाँ बाबा चेतना का विकास रूपों के साथ कैसा होते गया, धीरे धीरे विभिन्न रूपों के मार्फत चेतना का विकास कैसे होता गया और अंततः मनुष्य के रूप में पूरा वो कंप्लीट चेतना विकसित कैसे हो गई, ये बाबा बता रहे हैं. साथ ही जिस प्रकार का आकार या रूप होगा उस प्रकार की चेतना थी, धीरे धीरे वो बढ़ती गई. Even as its consciousness went on growing and progressing, the soul had to face another situation. Though through its experience in the world of gross forms, the soul kept contracting impressions or sanskaras. These impressions were instrumental in creating new forms which provided the mediums for the gathering of fresh impressions, and so on. This consciousness went on increasing while the bodies evolved and transformed. जैसे जैसे शरीर विकसित होते गए, बदलते गए, वैसे वैसे चेतना बढ़ती गई। मनुष्य के रूप में चेतना विकसित होने के बावजूद भी उसने जो स्थूल जगत में संस्कार निर्माण किए, उसके कारण, उन संस्कारों के कारण उसको नए नए रूप फिर मनुष्य रूप में लेने पड़े। मतलब पुनर्जन्म के बारे में बाबा बोल रहे हैं। और ताकि ये विकसित चेतना एक दिन मनुष्य की चेतना नहीं रहकर ईश्वरीय चेतना, दैवी चेतना बने, इसके कारण। So here today our regular book reading means pages, we will stop at the page number 179, because and we will take the, usually we take the publication part first, but today we will start it. Gangde sir is there, and I will request our dear Diana to show page number I'll just tell page number 299, is it? Yeah, it is 299. So,
Okay.
yeah, please show page number 299, because this appendix we are reading side by side with every session. Right now, Bhanchua and all that, we will try to remember these two forms which never appeared anywhere, at least as I know. Yeah, maybe after this, maybe after this. Is this 299?
It's
Gangade
it's it's 299 in the online version, but in your book it may be different. We talked about that.
Yeah, let me see. I had sent it to Gangade sir, if I am not wrong, and I'll request him to read this page, 3 pages, 299. And 300 and 301. So for that, we'll preserve the time. And the next part, we'll read page number 180. We'll read next session. Right now, this is not 299, but 299 appears different.
Yeah, 299
Can you
different.
see this? Can you see
299
this?
time May 2, 1932. Time page number 299 is different one.
You said 232?
Yes.
Can you? Oh.
Oh, wait, this is,
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah,
correct.
this one.
232.
No,
That
no,
means
no.
I have to go back.
You just, yeah, after this, Diana, after this. No, down, 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 down. No, so I'm sorry, up, up,
Up.
up, yeah, up, still up,
Okay,
up.
I'm going.
One sec, not this. Can you see this one? I had seen, no, wait. You just passed. You go up,
Go up.
It has gone down, I think. It can be this. Oh, it has gone down, I think. See this one. Can you see this? Hmm. No. 299 is different. Okay. Uh, I don't know. Can you see the picture I am showing? Do I know?
Oh, let me, I don't see it.
Yeah.
If I stop the share and make it big, just a second, I'm gonna
Oh.
stop the share because I can always go back. Okay, now I have to pin your, I'm gonna pin you. Okay,
Is it?
um,
Can you see it?
not too well.
You can
Okay.
spotlight.
Look,
You can
I'll show the another one. Yeah, I have to open it more. I have to, one second.
Because it's so,
Can you see this one?
Okay, this one with Baba. Okay, I see the general outline of Baba's face.
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me go
But
back.
there are three such. This is to the rightmost side. This is to the rightmost side, and there is again another smaller one down. So
So
now
there's
I
three
think
pictures on that one page. And then there's some
At
writing
the
at the
top of
bottom.
religion is there. Religion, it is the caption. Religion is a caption at the top. Religion. Religion is a
Diana,
caption at the
It
top.
says
religion is a caption.
Okay, religion. Just a second. Okay, let me remove
yeah,
the.
yeah. Caption is religion. Good.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's go back to the share.
Yeah. And meanwhile, sir, I request you to
I can
kindly
start.
start reading. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
start. Yeah.
yeah. This article has appeared on May 2, 1932, in the time Religion at Herman, New York, where New York Central trains change from electric to steam engines. Not far from Briarcliff, stands ready a retreat called Meherashram, that is home of compassion, where the pious of any and all sects may soon meet with a long-haired, silky mustached seer who calls himself Shri Mr. Sadhguru, that is perfect master, Meher, that is compassion, Baba, that is father. To his Indian co-religionists, the Parsi, Meher Baba 38 is the God man or the Messiah. To many another follower, he is simply the perfect master. His US sponsors, Malcolm and Jean Kloss, who await him at Herman, think and write of him in uppercase. He, him, his, himself. Next week, the God-man is to sail from England, will arrive at Meherashram May 16. At 19, Meher Baba met a holy woman named Baba Jan, angel of the Father, who died lately at Pune at the reputed age of 130. Meher Baba soon had a vision of his divine nature. For 9 months, he lay in a coma, came out of it merged into God. It is explained that many people are in such a superconscious state, but few can remain in touch with the world, like Meher Baba, and help others to attain divinity. Left side, the picture Sri Sadguru Meher Baba bringing an infinite state to Herman. Then the right side, time, the time is written, photograph is there, and above, for almost 7 years, Meher Baba has uttered no word. When he arrives at his US retreat, his lips will be unsealed with much ceremony. Meanwhile, he carries a small board with letters and figures to which he points when he has something to say. He intends to found retreats in New Hampshire and California. Meher Baba is supposed to have performed many miracles, but now he wishes only to make Americans realize the infinite state which I myself enjoy. His method of accomplishing this is a cryptic yet reassuring. Let God who let God flood the let
हाँ नहीं
let
उधर भी देख रहे हैं ना तो बैठे ना खाना खाने नहीं आ रहे हैं हमको
let God flood the soul whenever you are.
Please
Uh,
mute her.
these are the
Betty,
two
thank you.
articles. These are the two articles from Time, a leading American.
Oh no, Gangre sir is muted. Gangre sir is muted. Only Meherkrupa, some another mic was open that was to be
No, it's okay.
muted.
Okay. These two articles from Time, a leading American weekly magazine, above an article from the May 2, 1932 issue in anticipation
Please,
of Baba's arrival at.
please repeat as you
Okay,
were muted for some time.
okay, okay. Before that, this was a paragraph. For almost 7 years, Meher Baba has uttered no word. When he arrives at his US retreat, his lips will be unsealed with much ceremony. Meanwhile, he carries a small board with letters and figures to which he points when he has something to say. He intends to found retreats in New Hampshire and California. Meher Baba is supposed to have performed many miracles, but now he wishes only to make Americans realize the infinite state which I myself enjoy. His method of accomplishing this is a cryptic yet reassuring. Let God flood the soul, what I am, you are. Now, this is an article from the May 22, two articles from Time, a leading American weekly magazine. Above was an article from the May 2, 1932 issue in anticipation of Meher Baba's arrival at Herman. Some of the original column design has been altered to fit the article on this page. The text itself is unchanged. And the right side, a follow-up article in the July 25, 1932 issue, 10 days after the cancellation of Meher Baba's silence breaking. Uh, that reads, God man still silent. With an alphabet board under his arm and adroit publicity before him. Shri, Shri Sadguru Meher Baba, Parsi Godman, arrived in the US last May. Um, Though long-haired, silky mustached Meher Baba indicated he had spoken no word for nearly 7 years. He was willing to be interviewed by pointing to his little board and to be photographed while doing it. Not everyone was aware that this was not the God man's first arrival in the US. Last December, he quietly terminated an unpublicized stay in Herman, New York, returned ostentatiously to unostentatiously to India while his sponsor, a retired bookseller named Malcolm Strauss, began making plans for a triumphal re-entry. Meher Baba said,
हैं कुछ मुद्दों पर जहां पर लोगों को हो सकता है कि उन चीजों से वो करना होता सामान्यतः ऐसा
Meher Baba said sponsors clause would bring to the US an infinite state. In July, he would break his silence with an internationally broadcast talk. What Meher Baba did was eat, play, play ping pong and cricket with his followers, many of them socialities at Herman. Still keeping mum, the God man visited San Francisco, suddenly went to Shanghai, where he stayed one day for spiritual reasons. Last week, Meher Baba was to have spoken, but he changed his mind, announced through his secretary that conditions are not yet ripe. He indicated they would be ripe next February. Next page.
Thank you, Gangre sir. Yeah, please continue. Page number 300 will help Dinah to locate the page. Meanwhile, it says Sunday graphic, a big with the flag and all those three people.
Wait, this
Sunday
is
graphic. Yeah, Sunday graphic is the heading.
Sunday graphic. Okay,
A big one.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Sunday
please continue.
graphic. Then the new Messiah, the new Messiah is there. Okay. Mm,
Sunday
these,
graphic.
three pictures are there. Uh, these
It,
these three these first pictures wired from Marseilles to Paris and thence by aeroplane last night show left to right. The Mrs. Delia Araminta, Mrs. Delia and Araminta de Leon, the actress sisters, and Mr. Jack de Leon, the theatrical producer, and Miss Catherine Davy of West Kensington, disciples of Sri Meher Baba, the Indian mystic and the new Messiah. They are on their way here with him. After 7 years' silence, he will deliver his message to the world in London instead of America as originally planned. This is that page finished. And
sir, also please at the bottom of given that you have done Sunday graphic, May 14, 1933. When Meher Baba's Western disciples returned to their homelands after an unexpectedly brief stay in India, the press took interest, perhaps in expectation of a stay of spiritual fraudulence and exploited gullibly bottom left photos of Delia Dillon, Minta Dillon, and Kitty Devi, the group's spokeswoman. Maybe don't trouble yourself. It's okay, Diana dear. And we will move to page number 301.
Okay, I hope I'm not making everybody dizzy with all of this.
It's okay, fine. That maybe next time or
because we don't have the
yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's different. On page number 301, it goes like this. Below, photograph from the Daily Herald,
Herald,
England, May
England,
23,
23,
1933.
1933. Of Baba's English disciples recently returned from India. Okay, Meher Baba's disciples. The arrival in London last night of three of the London girls, disciples of Sri Sadguru Meher Baba, who have preceded the Indian holy man to prepare the way for his visit. Right? Silent mystic
Diana.
disciple. Am I right?
Yeah,
Silent
before
mystic.
that, about that picture, above article from the Sunday Dispatch, May 4, 1933, the disciple in the two photographs are left to right, Kitty Devi, Delia Dillon, and Minta Dillon. And below that again, one more article from the People, May 14, again same day, 1933. And now the articles one by one, right to down, Gangre sir will read. I think there are, they have, yeah, this one is over just now. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, this
Finally,
is
you
finished.
got
This is
the,
finished.
yeah, Diana, this was page number 300. This is we just finished, and there are
Yeah.
few pictures of these our Baba's dear heroines, love heroines, divine love heroines. And now the next may be the one we will read. I think perhaps Next to this,
this
you can find.
the
There is
title is
also a picture of Hitler and all those. That news is also there in this page.
I think this one is Silent Mystics Disciple Speaks.
Yeah, this is correct. This is what.
Ah,
This is the one now
okay.
he will read. Yeah. This one
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
This
this
is,
one correct.
yeah, stay here. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right
Perfect,
side.
perfect. Article from the
Thank
People
you.
May 14, 1933. Silent Mystics, Silent Mystics Disciple Speaks from a
Can anyone hear?
I think
I can.
he's frozen, I think.
Out of range? Can you hear him? Maybe.
No, his image isn't moving, so I think he's frozen.
No, then I'll try to read. Maybe meanwhile, one to the right side up. That I'll try to read. His 7 year. Oh, that is very difficult. This one I'll try to read, and Mr. Prakash, or you can help me. Can you read it, Diana?
I could read this. Do you want me to read Silent Mystics?
Yeah, that
Okay.
also, and to the right, his 7 year silence. Both. Can you, if you can, please read
Sure.
it. Thank you, Jayba.
Which one first? Does it matter?
This his 7 year silence.
Okay. His 7 year silence. First of all, we see the photo of the three disciples and with the caption, "Three disciples of Sri Meher Baba, the Indian Christian mystic, Miss Catherine Davy, Miss Delia, and Miss Araminta de Leon on arrival yesterday at Marseille." And the article reads his 7 year silence. Mystic wants to talk again from our own correspondent, Marseille, Saturday. When Sri Sadguru Meher Baba, the Indian mystic, breaks his 7 year silence in London soon, he will reveal who he is and what he is doing for the salvation of the world. So said Miss Catherine Davy, one of the English girls who have become his disciples when she landed here today. Asked why she and the other 4 English girls who went to India with Baba had suddenly decided to return to England instead of carrying out the original program to go to Hollywood, she replied there was no other reason than that the mystic was to break his silence in London, where his disciples would prepare his European tour. I can state that he is most anxious to speak, said Miss Davy. And now, the other article we see has the title Silent Mystics Disciple Speaks and is written from their own correspondent in Marseille, Saturday, with a photo of Sri Meher Baba. Miss Catherine Davy, the Kensington girl who is one of the followers of Sri Meher Baba, was the only person authorized to make a statement today when the mystics' band of disciples arrived at Marseille on the liner Britannia on their way to England. It was at the moment the party was embarking in India, Miss Davy said, that the mystic announced through his alphabet board that he had given up his idea of breaking his self-imposed 7 year silence at Hollywood and had decided instead to speak for the first time in London. It will probably be in July or August, though the exact date has not yet been decided. The reason why the Messiah abandoned his idea of breaking his silence at Hollywood was that it had lost its importance. The disciples are preceding their leader to London to make the necessary preparations for him to deliver his message. Baba, who is Parsi born and nearly 40 years old, has multitudes of disciples in India, many drawn from the Orthodox creeds. He underwent a long ecstatic experience after being kissed by an old woman saint at Pune, and then after 7 years' study, began his mission of the regeneration of humanity through love and service, making a vow of 7 years' silence. He established a colony at Coombe Martin, Devon, where his English disciples shared his own simple existence. Baba is a vegetarian and does not smoke or drink.
Wonderful. Just simply divine voice. It looks you are tired, but still you read so beautifully. Thank you so much, Jaina, and for the screen presentation. And can we conclude and we can invite Nutan Pawar
Let
for
me
our. Yeah. Anyone want any discussions?
Okay, do you want me to stop the share?
Yeah, you can. Thank you so much. Jai Baba.
You're welcome.
जय बाबा.
जय बाबा. आरती
बाबा.
जहा कल्पना म्हणाला.
बरं बरं, 1 मिनिट पटकन मी मला.
आणि जमलं तर व्हिडिओ ऑन ठेवाल.
हो हो हो.
ऍक्च्युली आय एम सो सॉरी द होल ग्रुप बाबा. I came here for the program that is 25 years of the celebration of this Urai Center where Baba had come visited. And then after doing today's morning session, suddenly I felt sick. So they were all coming and giving some help. And so there were so many rings. We are staying somewhere else. So sorry for that disturbance, really, Jai Baba. But Baba made me sit through these hours. Jai Baba. Yes, Jai Baba. She is daughter of Vasant Rao Zalit from Wardha. He is regarded as Suramani, and she is also in music and has got many felicitations. And I think your father saw Baba, no? Nutan?
No.
No.
नाही.
But he sings very well. They are both sing, the whole family sings. Okay, so we'll listen to Aarti, Jaha Kalpana. Please,
मी
Jai
आज
Baba.
आता की कुठली जहा कल्पना म्हणू का, आणि तुम्ही तेच सांगितली मला.
Ha, Jaha Kalpana, Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
जय बाबा. जहा कल्पना शब्द न पहुँचे, ऐसे अपरंपार नीति नेति कह वेद पुकारे, महिमा तोरी अपार. दिव्य सनातन परमदयात् घन, दिव्य सनातन परमदया घन, हे जगदूत धारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो, मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो. धूप दीप चंदन चरचाना, भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना. धूप दीप चंदन चरचाना, भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना, तुम्हारा ही तुमको लौटाना। काहे बढ़ाई करो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। हो सकल निधि के तुम कारण हो, सकल विश्व तारन हारे हो। सकल निधि के तुम कारण हो, सकल विश्व तारन हारे हो। तुम सम और नहीं तुम ही हो, हे सत अवतारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। हो सकल चराचर तुम्हारे माया, माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया। सकल चराचर तुम्हारी माया, माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया। तुम्हारा अंत न कोई पाया, तुम हो अनंत खरो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने, महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने। अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने, महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने। तो कुछ भी कहते अनजाने, गुण गाते तुम्हारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। सीमा नाही तुम्हारी कृपा को, क्या कोई दे सकता प्रभु तुमको। सीमा नाही तुम्हारी कृपा को, क्या कोई दे सकता प्रभु तुमको। भीख तुम्ही दो प्रेमी जनों को, नित्य तुम्हें सुमरो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। दिव्य सनातन परम दया घन, दिव्य सनातन परम दया घन, हे जग दुधारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की
जय।
थैंक यू नुतन जी, जय बाबा।
थैंक यू जय बाबा।
थैंक
बहुत
यू
अच्छा
बाबा।
गाया आपने।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू बाबा।
She
Thank
sang
you.
very well.
Sorry, missed it.
No, I said she sang very well.
Yeah, so nice.
जय बाबा।
Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Thank you.
बाबा जय बाबा। थैंक यू जय बाबा।
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Thank you all. Jai
Thank you.
Baba.
Thank you, Meherkrupa ji.
Jai Baba.
Thank you, Diana, and
Thank
thank you,
you.
Betty. Jai Baba.
Thank you, Prakash ji, Betty ji, Diana. It was not possible without help of all
Jai
you.
Baba,
And
Jai
Baba
Baba.
held in a
Sorry,
beautiful
there was
way.
some.
And Gangle sir for reading. Yeah.
Yes, sir, sorry.
And
There was some
and
problem.
all for
There was some problem.
joining. Jai
Jai
Baba
Baba.
Yasmin ji, Ral, Jai Baba, Suresh Bhau, Jai
जय
Baba,
बाबा।
Sushma ji, Jai Baba,
I've made a note
Deshpande
of the
Bhau,
page number.
Jimmewar Bhau.
I've made a note of the page number, so we shouldn't have to get dizzy scrolling through everything. As long as we go page by page by page, I've got that page number now.
Acha, is it possible? But possible?
What?
Because these pages and yours do not match. Now, but now you will keep mind. This is the page, so next page.
As long as they're in the same order in your book and on the and in the
Yeah.
online version, we can go page by page now.
Yep,
Mm.
that works. Betty, you may want to stop recording. I don't know.